But if we can get them to storm, I might be able to get our regular samurais up there, so. But these guys are doing terrible right now, to be quite honest. Welcome back, Noodles. It is time for another campaign episode in our Date campaign, Shogun 2. Glad to have you with us today. If you are new, consider hitting that subscribe button down below and also hitting the like button if you enjoy the video. So, last episode we went ahead and took Ugo, and we are now getting ready to gear up and march towards Uzen. So hopefully we can get a little bit more expansion today in this episode. That is what I am hoping for. We do have a bit of a naval conflict here at our port, which I do have some ships over here that I could bring about and possibly fight them with, but I do not wish to lose what ships I have protecting my trade ships. So I'm going to kind of leave it be for the time being. And right now we are also waiting on the fort to get done rebuilding. There is an army stationed outside of us, so we'll see if they actually come in and try and siege and attack. However, they are very, very weak. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end the turn here, and I'll meet you at the top of the next one. Basically what she's saying, you know, these lines here are called trade nodes, or trade lines, right? These are our trade routes. If I take my navy to a trade route that's not mine, I can block it, essentially, and steal from it. It also will be an act of war, as if I was going in and attacking an actual settlement or something. Alright, so the army was discovered over here. We are going to push out and attack them. And we have our trade ship that we just put over there, so we are good to go there. We will go ahead and spend a little money here. And we're going to install these nice roads. These roads are what's going to allow us to march further. And it's also going to allow us to have better trade and stuff. So, what we will do though is, since they are out here, we are going to move in on the attack and crush this army. I'm going to put one of my guys back here just to have a garrison for the time being. And we're going to march and continue to crush this army. And I will see you on the battlefield. Alright, welcome to the battlefield. I went ahead and set everybody up, so we are good to go. We're going to go ahead and just kick this battle off. Going to get everybody locked into formation as well. And get everyone to move in on these guys. Now, it looks like they're trying to advance. I think it's because they're actually trying to storm the hill. We're going to see if we can meet them and or catch up to them. We'll see what we can do here. Speed it up a little bit just so that we can get these guys into position a little faster, because not something everybody likes doing is walking towards it and watching us just walk, right? Alright, we are going to hold our position here because they are getting within reach. Going to move the Yari up. And we're going to also move our bowmen up just a tad. All right, boys, attack. There's a bow Ashigaru. Try and get them out because I feel like they're going to try and attack my general, so I do not want them doing that. We're going to get fire at will off, and we're going to focus fire on these guys. Yari Ashigaru. Got both samurai over here, so they're definitely wailing on our boys a bit. But if I do a mass fire on these guys, I should be able to take them out rather quickly. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to get the samurai off to the wings. I really wish I had some like Yari cavalry or something so I could run these guys down, but unfortunately I don't. We're gonna march these guys forward.
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
And then we're gonna Yari wall it once we get close enough. All right, everybody, Yari wall. It does look like they're coming in a little bit here, but foolishly, their general is fighting pretty much by himself. And the general is about to fall. Here he comes. Oh, and the enemy general is down. Well, don't have to worry about him anymore. These guys are now running away. We're going to get a mash volley on them, hopefully. Let's kind of zoom in here and see what the action looks like. Ooh. Rough. Look at those arrows fly. So we are going to continue the battle because unlike other Total Wars... Actually, let me get everyone here to stop. Unlike other Total Wars, the general coming in and actually attacking and killing off people is a good thing. I think only in Rome and Rome 2 is it also a good thing. I have not played some of the newer Total Wars, so correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong, where it's good if your generals go through and annihilate the rest of the competition, you know? Alright, so as my generals are going to come through and wipe these guys out, no need to kind of really show that. If you would like to start seeing that, let me know in the comments down below. I kind of take it off just because I feel like it's a little bit boring sometimes. Just to sit here and wait for them to run them out. So, I will catch you guys on the battle map. Look at that. Not too bad. We only lost 84 men. They lost 354, only 42 remaining. But I think that did it for them. That army is now dead. Dishonor on your whole family. Alright. So, we killed them. That army is taken care of. Now comes the point where we need to start marching towards Uzen within this next go around. I do have one army here. They're not too happy about this, so I'm gonna have to figure this out as far as recruiting some more people. But once we get the roads going, I wanted to make sure we at least had that in place. Next turn, I'll worry about actually getting them going. What we can do, though, is exempt them from tax for right now, which will be fine. I was going to say, I hit the button too soon. We can exempt them from tax for right now, and that would be fine for the time being. We make a little bit of money, but not much. We definitely need to get some more. So we have a soldier come of age, or a family member come of age, which we can make him be a leader here, and he can lead his own army. I've got my general and my daimyo. I always like to have 2 generals per army, just in case one dies. We can have one take over. So we're going to put them back here, and now we're going to start taxing them again so we can make a little more money. I'm also going to start recruiting another unit of Yari Ashigaru, so that way we can get them kind of to have a good garrison. We're not at war with these guys yet, so we're still doing trade with them. We're okay. We have iron coming from our trade node, so we're actually pretty good. I got another trade ship on the way. I'll go ahead and put all these guys in. That'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6 and 7. We can have a total of 8. And I'm going to go ahead and get that next one queued up. So that way we get full 8 into that trade node, and that should help us out with our economy a bit more. Alright, as far as diplomacy goes, we still only have 2 clans that we know of. I need to make a ship just to sail around and meet some of the other clans so we can start getting some potential trade. We are kind of isolated over here in the mountains, and we need to start moving our way down south and to the west so we can start getting some more land and also meeting some new people. Alright, that's pretty much it for this turn. I'm going to go ahead and end it. And we'll meet you at the top of the next one. All right. Top of the turn here. So we got our trade ship, which we're going to go ahead and get it on the way there. We're also going to go ahead and converge this one into there. Now we have a whole fleet of trade ships. We have a little navy here protecting them. Medium bunes, which are pretty good ships to have. You want to have the heavier ships eventually, but in the beginning, those are really good ships. And we have our Yari Yashigaru made, so we should be good. And the great Oda clan has been destroyed. Interesting. Well, Oda being the one that you can have really good Yashigaru units, or Ashigaru units, because that's what its army is mainly based on, is now destroyed. So until we can get an army updated, I would like to go through and get some of these bow samurai, but it is cheaper to have these guys, and these take 2 turns. By the time I'm able to even do that, we're going to be out of money, so I'm just going to keep marching these guys down. So we're going to go ahead and grab them out. I'm going to leave this and this behind, and we're going to march these guys here. They're not doing too bad. We should be fine. We can also go ahead and get another unit of Yashigaru made, which is what we'll do. We'll start getting that queued up. So over the next couple turns, we'll be pretty much stockpiling that. Over here, we have our new Date brother, Sanemoto, chilling in Iwate because there's not really much he can do at the moment. I don't need him to have an army. I'm going to let him sit for a bit because I think he might, I don't know. I always forget with this because I play so many Total War games. Correct me down below. I might Google this after the episode. If we leave the general in the town in Shogun 2, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Medieval 2, it's not a good thing if you have an inn. It's also not a good thing if they're in there for full movement turns because a lot of the times they get bad traits, being lazy or something else, right? And in Rome, Total War, it's okay to leave them in there because they get management skills and they become governors. So they get better at running cities, but you want to make sure they also don't have the negative public traits to kind of counteract that. So remind me if it is bad or good. Again, I might Google this after the episode, but if you're watching now, comment it down below for me. All right, and let's see. We gotta let them sit anyway. We don't have anything else. Let's take a look at our masteries. What are we learning right now? We are learning Way of the Spear. And then after Way of the Spear, we were going to head towards Way of the Sword. Yes, that's our motive. That's our goal. Well, actually, let's do Way of the Bow first, because if we get those fire arrows come in handy when it comes to siege battles. So, all right, so we've got our other ship queued up, I think. Or we already did it. No, we already did it. So next time we're going to get a one of these guys going so we can start getting more trade. All right, start of the turn here. Let's go ahead and knock out that. Let's get one of these little ships. Honestly, I'm just going to get a bow. We just need one just to go around the map. The rest of my army here is still kind of recouping, but I can go ahead and get at least this guy back into the army. Mainly because he's more experienced, I want him with us. Meanwhile, we can leave these guys here and it would be okay. I do want to go ahead. No, we'll keep it. We'll keep it going. I was going to get a bow samurai, but to be honest, it's too expensive to do right now. We just don't have the money to do it. And I think, honestly, I think it's just we need these guys to actually be in battle. I'm thinking that's actually what it is, but I'll double check it later. Okay, let's bring him out. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring him out. We're going to see if we can get him to join his brothers over here. At least we'll have more potential cavalry for the moment. And then he can have his own army once we can afford it. Right now, we can't afford 2 different armies. We can only afford 1. So that's kind of what we're working with. All right, end of the turn here. We're going to start the next one. Okay, so what I didn't show was the trade ship going into the trade node. I forgot about that. Now we have a ship. I'm going to get it to sail all the way as far as I can. I'm just going to put a general target over here and see what it does. Hopefully it doesn't go into the deep water, because if it goes in the deep water, we will start to get attrition. So we're just going to have that boat sail across, meet some of the other clans, and see what's up. Now, this can be good, and this can also be bad, because this could backfire on us in the sense that the other clans may want to go to war with us. So we'll just have to see how it goes. I think with the army we have right now, we should be good to be able to go into Uzen and take it out. So that is the goal. That is the goal of this episode, is to grab Uzen. Oh no, another one. Usagi was destroyed. Or Asugi. Wow. Early in the game, it's kind of fun watching some of the greater clans get destroyed. So what we want to work on is potentially upgrading our provinces more than anything else. Anything we can upgrade? Nothing. So we have a trading port here. We're going to leave that be. I don't know if we would want a military port. I think we want something different. Let's see, the harbor, military port. No, yeah. Okay, never mind. We're good. I forget if there's like different ports. I love this game. I've only played a couple campaigns. I'm not going to lie. But this is an experience that I get to have that's new, because I've never played as the Date, of course. And I hope you guys are enjoying the journey. Again, if you are, hit that like button down below. Comment your thoughts. Oh, I don't have any agents, that's right. Comment your thoughts and let me know what you think. Okay, when I'm trying to think of what I want to do I want to go ahead and grab a couple more of these guys? I think I do. I'm going to start getting some more of my samurai units together, because that's kind of the backbone of the army besides the Yari Ashigaru. So we're going to go ahead and end the turn. Alright, so top of the turn here, and we got Way of the Spear now. So now they are working towards the fire bombers, but we're not going to do that. We're going to change that. And ambitious traders. Merchants operating at our ports have proposed increased trade between our clan and foreign nations. They have requested permission to invest in overseas trade opportunities. Increased trade with prosperous nations will in turn boost our clan's economic fortunes. The merchants will be given proper concessions. Or, before looking to trade opportunities in faraway lands, we must concentrate on refining its practice within Japan. So, we can either have a plus 25% to trade incomes, tariffs only, and plus 5 per turn to town growth all across the provinces. Or we can have plus 25% from trade goods and plus 50% to town growth from ports. Honestly, with what we have right now, since we do have at least one trade node, we're going to do with foreign priority for right now. I think that might help us out. I could be wrong, but we're going to find out, aren't we? So, I'm going to go ahead and get also another samurai made here, because there's not much else I can do. And we're going to start marching into these lands. Come on, buddy. It's very interesting playing as the Date, because it is so vast. It is just like playing Russia in some of the other games. So before we continue on, we are going to go ahead and... Oh, that's right. We actually have to do this one first. Well, never mind. Yep, we can't do that yet. So we're going to focus on this, and then we're going to go towards that. That'll be our next one. So, okay. Ending the turn now. So we're bankrupting right now, so we'll have to fix that. Trade agreement broken with the Hatakeyama. I wonder why that is. They're probably about to go to war with us. Usually if that happens, they're about to come to war. So hopefully we have enough troops here to keep this. Probably not, but we will see. They don't have any armies on them, which is good. But we do still need to make our way this way. Try and get a coastal line and use our ship as like a sentry. They are probably about to come to war with us. They have troops here. And meanwhile, our troops here at Uzen, but we might be able to cut across and then take out Miyagi as we can go in like a circle. That's the hope. We shall see what happens though. Also, another cool fact, these little things are awesome. It's like a little monument to our battles that we did. So the hilly light forest, your army can lay an ambush here. Battle of Ugo, April 1548. Victory over Mogami. Pretty neat, huh? Alright, let's get our army going. And let's see. Got bow samurai, light cavalry. We might actually play this siege, just so you guys can see a siege battle. We haven't done that yet. I don't like siege battles, to be quite honest, especially in this game, because they can be very, very daunting, especially if you don't have the right troops or the right amount of troops. And since we don't have fire arrows, it's kind of, it's really hard to do siege battles properly, but we might have to do one here. So real quick, we are losing out on some money right now, so what we need to do is increase our taxes. We're going to increase it to high for right now, so we can at least be out of bankrupt. Just for the moment, during war, that is kind of a normal thing to do. So, let's go ahead and see if we can attack these guys. So we're going to siege them out. And right now, we're just going to siege them. We're going to hold it for a minute. I'm hoping it's not winter in the next season. No, we're in summer, so it'll be fall next. Which is good, because if we're in winter, we're going to suffer bad attrition. So we're just going to hold out the siege for a minute. I want to see what these guys are planning to do. And then what we can do is possibly... I'm going to march this one down here. Probably not a good idea to take out troops from Ugo, since they are being kind of hostile at the moment. But we'll deal with them in a minute. Okay. I'm going to end the turn here, and then the next turn we might be able to take Uzen unless they decide to sally forth and attack us outright. If I can get them to attack us in the field, that would be much better than attacking in their fort. Alright, let's get to the next turn. Mounting unrest in Ugo. Yeah. Again, not a whole lot we can do. I'm going to get another Yayashigaru recruited, which is just spending more money that we don't have. But that should have reduced the army just a tad on their side. So we have their general here and another general. I wonder where their daimyo is, or I didn't kill their daimyo, did I? I'm not sure. They have samurai retainers, but they do have a lot of these bow samurai. Now these guys aren't just regular bowmen, they are samurais, so they do have melee capability. Unlike these guys who really don't. These guys are strictly regular just attack. See, these guys have a 5. These guys have 4, but still. I don't see the army there anymore, so what we will do, as much as I want to go get trade, we're going to keep our ship here just so we can see them. That way we can see what they're all about. I'm actually going to bring these guys back. It was a bit of a waste to bring them out, but I'm going to bring them back. We do have some pirates over here. I'm going to bring them closer to my guys just so we don't have to worry about them. And I'm going to give it one more... No, I'm not. We're going to attack now, mainly because it's about to be winter, and I don't want to deal with attrition. Attrition is bad, and we'll lose our troops. So get ready for the Battle of Uzen.
戦を迎える今、お主らの大名であってよかったと改めて思う。いざ、上りを高く掲げ、我らの進軍を敵に知らせるのじゃ。敵にとってはここが正念場。しくじれば歴史にも残らん。いつの日か歌人が悲しい歌にして読んでくれることじゃろう。今日の敵は武士の誇りのかけらもない奴らだ。野心生まれで蔑まれながら死ぬ。奴らの腐った屍は恥という名の棺桶で葬られる。命令はただ一つ。この城を落とすことじゃ。たやすいとは思わぬが必ずできるはずじゃ。今日の戦、お主らに不名誉は一切ない。 お主らは一門の歴史に名誉ある一巻を書き加えるだけじゃ。
Okay, welcome to the battle. So this is going to be pretty much the showcasing of a siege battle in Shogun 2. We can see we have the fort here that we got to penetrate. They have these lovely arrow towers, which are a bit of a bitch to fight, but if we can get it taken over, we can have it to our advantage, and even inside, have it shooting their troops instead of ours. One thing we definitely have to worry about are these bow ashigaru, or the bow samurai that they have. I know they're going to have them mounted on the walls. We're going to probably either, if we can try and do a wall assault, we will. Or I might try to distract them with a wall assault while we try to burn down the gate. And if we can burn down the gate or capture it, then that would be even better. Wall assaults don't always go well. I'm just letting you guys know that. So be prepared for ultimate losses. Over here, I have already split up the groups. We have group 1, which are going to be attacking from the south side of the fort. And then we're going to have group 2 attacking from the north. So we're going to try and hit them in 2 ways. And once one gets close, I'm going to try and have the other one get up there. This one has a shorter distance to go, I think, than these guys. These guys, it is counted, as the saying goes, an uphill battle. So we will see what we can do. I'm going to try and get the bowmen up front to shoot at these guys. Now, if we did have fire arrows, we could shoot at these archery towers and catch them on fire. Until then, I can just have my bowmen attack the archery towers, but I feel like it's just going to be a waste of arrows because we won't be able to catch it on fire like that. All right, here we go. We got our generals over here. My main daimyo and his I think this is his brother. Yeah, Sanemoto over here, they are leading that. And then my other general, Date Yoshinori, is leading the group in the north. So, here we go. Now you all get to see a siege battle and why I don't like them. So the first thing we want to do is get our bow ashigaru as close as possible. And then we're going to start getting the Yari samurai, or the Yari ashigaru right behind them, and our regular samurai boys right behind them as well. So it does seem like these guys are mostly in the back here, so kind of the same thing. We're gonna march these guys possibly to this hill. I'm hoping that they don't have the reach, but they might. And then we're gonna move our bowmen up front. And our main samurai boys in the back. Now the samurai are going to pretty much act as shock troops. And I'm going to move them over here to the side because their radius gives these guys at least a bit of a morale boost and some bonus stuff. So we can see here they've got their guys lined up on the walls. They're getting ready for our attack pretty much. They've left this exposed though. So we might be able to like come through and get these guys on the side. So what we'll try to do is move these guys over here. Let's get the Yari. Whoa, that's not what I want. I got all of them and I didn't mean to. So we'll get these guys here. All right, they are beginning to fire. All right, let's get these guys. Focus on them. And then I'm going to see if I can get these guys to start mounting the walls. Same thing here. We're going to start getting these guys a little closer. So over here, they are not doing so hot.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shame
So
for
I'm
this
trying
play.
to get these guys to go. See what I mean? Especially these bow samurai. Oh my goodness, these bow samurai are ridiculous. But if we can get them to storm, I might be able to get our regular samurais up there, so. But these guys are doing terrible right now, to be quite honest. Alright, let's get you to storm the wall, you to storm the wall, and you to catch that on fire.
Running from the battlefield! Shameful display!
Yeah, not doing so hot. See if I can get these guys off to the side here because they're not really shooting this way. Alright, loose formation. It is tough. Siege battles are actually really hard in this game, and I actually enjoy it though. Alright, we're gonna get our boys up the ladder here. These guys are already doing their thing. Not sure what these guys are doing. Except getting killed.
Our men are running
All right,
from the battlefield.
got everybody in.
Shameful display!
Now we're gonna try and get these guys to attack. Not gonna lie, our army is about to probably get devastated by this, but hopefully we will be able to pull it off and still win. Come on, boys. Don't falter.
My lord, their general has fallen. A cutting blow.
The general fallen, that's good. I gotta worry about these guys. Alright, we were able to get in here, so we can do it this way. It's easier to get them in this than it is to do it the other way around, because if you do it the other way, you're just going to get wrecked.
Our men are running from the battlefield. A shameful display!
Yeah, these bow samurai, they're so deadly. And it sucks too, because that's what's kind of killing us a little bit, you know? And now we've got all these bow samurai to deal with. I gotta hope that we'll be able to actually fight them properly, but our Yari Ashigaru are running away. Not good to storm the building with Yari Ashigaru, to be quite honest. We might actually have lost this. These bow samurai, man, they are so good. If we did lose this, then that's okay. We'll retreat back and we'll work on our army. No biggie. You can't win all the battles. I'm just saying. As much as I'd love to. We were hemorrhaging money anyway, so maybe we can get some trade with somebody so we can get a little bit more money. Our samurai boys are not doing so hot over here. They are getting their asses handed to them by these samurai retainers, so that's even funnier. Well, luckily, these Yari Ashigaru are coming back, but I don't know how they're going to be. They might be routing soon. Again. Meanwhile, we're still just kind of shooting at these guys with our bow. And these guys are holding up sort of decent. But there's still way too many on here that we are not going to be able to sufficiently get this like we thought we could. Despite having the large numbers. When it comes to a siege battle, to be quite honest, just like in any other Total War game, you want to have a bunch of heavy units. In this case, that means a lot of samurai and a lot of like really good bow, like bow samurai or so. The Ariashigaru bow guys, they're not too bad, and I try to do cheap armies, but it pays to have the better type of army, especially for sieging. Honestly, I wonder if we would have fared better just by auto-resolving, but I wanted to get a good battle in for you guys to show off the siege mechanics in this game. Plus, again, it probably would have helped if we actually had...
One of our units has used all its ammunition, my lord.
Alright. Pretty much, we are all not good anymore. We're going to do a mass withdrawal. Retreat! Live to fight another day! Sadly, our army was not strong enough to come against the might of these guys. So, I will catch you guys back on the campaign map where we will discuss strategy and what we can possibly do next. So, valiant defeat. We pretty much lost our entire army. We do have a couple of people that are still alive. What we are going to start doing is cycling out the weaker units and getting us some stronger units. So we unfortunately weren't able to do what I wish we could have done. And we are going to march these guys back home with our heads hung low. I feel like we possibly could take it if we try again, but I don't know. These bow samurai, they're just too good. And our army is so down that I don't know if we can actually... Like, I'm just gonna do this, to be quite honest. Reduce our cost. But yeah, with just these guys, it's not gonna work. So, as much as I'd love to take Uzen right now, it's just not possible. We're gonna march our army back, and we are potentially going to retrain troops and rethink our strategy here. But I will do all that within the next episode. So I appreciate you guys coming by and watching the video. If you did like it, even though I lost, and you know what, I'm fine that I lost, because if you just see me winning all the time, you're gonna think I'm like super really good at this game, and truth is I'm not. But that's good, because we learn. And one thing I do in this game is learn quite a bit. Couldn't tell you how many times as Shiamatsu I had to restart because I kept getting wiped off the face of the map every other turn. So until one day I did it and I was able to conquer pretty much the entire map as the Shiamatsu. So we're going to do the same thing with the Date, although we're not going to restart and do a bunch of that. We're just going to come back to our home. We're going to rethink our strategy, and then we're going to try and march back out. This time we actually might go and take Hatsukiyama's place first and take out Miyagi, and then make our way to Uzen after that. We're not at war with them, but we probably will be here soon since they canceled their trade with us, which has also severely hurt our economy at the moment. So, I will catch you all in the next one. Toodaloo.